Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After moving out, Esme and Ace are homeless. What surprising solution does Christina offer? General Hospital, GH. Spoilers hint that Esme Prince Avery Pohl may feel it's time to move on from Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Chavez, and become more independent. Since Ace Cassadine, Jay, and Joey Clay, and his older brother are back at home, Esme will once more live with them both. Spencer has promised to protect Ace, but how exactly does he intend to do that? Even the greatest in the business, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, had doubts about her ability to prevail in Spencer's custody dispute. Of course, now that Spencer can no longer rely on Victor Cassadine, Charles Shaughnessy, to make things happen for him, his prospects of successfully parenting Ace have plummeted. Spencer may not benefit from the Cassadine surname now that Victor is linked to the kidnapping of Ace and Victor's plans for world anarchy. That's in addition to the Cassadine's already dubious past. Esme no longer faces charges, therefore she is free to raise her child as she sees fit, even though she may feel she can no longer do so at Laura Collins, Jenny Francis, house. Esme might receive a new job offer during the week of May 15 to 19, according to GH teasers. Esme might take a job someplace in town because she needs a method to support herself. That might give Esme the courage to cease relying on Laura as a support system. Esme might start down a new route after this, especially if Spencer continues to cause issues. There will be drama surrounding Spencer throughout the week of May 22 to 26, since he likes to push buttons and start arguments. Esme might take a risky action in response if she is the one who Spencer agitates. Could this influence Esme's decision to leave home and live independently? The room above Kelly's was initially offered to Esme, but there wasn't enough space for Ace to live there as well. Esme needs a place that is reasonably priced and big enough for her to have Ace close by. This could be a fantastic chance to incorporate a different character and some current events. Christina Corinthos, last portrayed by Lexi Ainsworth, learned in April that Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, was launching a charity in her honor. Since Esme is still a young parent who provides temporary shelter for homeless youth, she might be eligible. With Kate Monsey as Christina, the show obviously has more plot ideas for her. What if Christina decides to give destitute Esme and Ace a place in this housing complex in order to aid them? This could even result in Christina mentoring and becoming friends with Esme, which would aid in her conflict with Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. It makes sense for Christina to talk to Ace and possibly be thinking about having children because there have been rumors that she might end up being Molly Lansing Davis, Heliopolis, surrogate. Whatever the case, Esme can't stay with Laura indefinitely, especially given that Spencer will soon start driving her nuts. Watch to see if Esme changes their housing situation because General Hospital spoilers indicate that she and Ace may leave at some time. Ryan left her some assets. Is Esme thinking about her options? Esme Prince, Avery Kristen Pohl, according to General Hospital spoilers and rumors, will have some choices to make. She learns that Ryan Chamberlain, John Lindstrom, her late father, reportedly left her considerable property. Ryan Chamberlain had money, according to General Hospital spoilers. Ryan must have had some money because he spent all those years on the run or working for the DVX. Ryan was probably engaged in an undercover DVX operation when Esme was born. She would have been a wanted person because neither he nor Heather Weber, Allie Mills, knew each other. However, Ryan claimed responsibility for enrolling Esme at that French elite school, so she might meet Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez. Since Esme's nanny forbade her from doing so, it would had to have been after she had already met him for him to enroll her in school. Ryan only had 2 living relatives, 3 if you include the infant, his daughter Esme, James, and Joey Clay, his grandson Ace Prince Cassadine, James, and Joey Clay, and his twin Kevin Collins, John Lindstrom. Esme Prince would have been the beneficiary of his estate, bearing an indirect inheritance from Kevin, in which case Kevin would have assigned the assets to Esme. Esme moving in with the infant alone would help with some issues in their large home, while Kevin is unsure if that would be the still amnesic. Ace might be endangered if she were to regain her personality and memories on her own. Kevin also considers how effective his brother was at pretending to have mental illnesses. Esme might have inherited this talent and be deceiving everyone. Then there is the issue of Nicholas Cassadine, Adam Huss, who cannot be absent indefinitely, and Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, who still desires guardianship. Spoilers for General Hospital. Esme Prince is of legal age. Can they compel her? Esme is of legal age. Can they make her stay with Ace? Kevin and Laura Collins, Ginny Francis, wouldn't want things to go ugly. Since it isn't exactly the case that she is a bad mother, they are unsure of whether it would be appropriate to take legal action. Although it could be a problem, her forgetfulness does not disqualify her becoming a mother. Esme and Laura have a lot in common, and Laura thinks Esme understands her. Laura might actually be the finest person to look after Esme because she experienced trauma, forgetfulness, and even a years-long coma as a result of trauma. In these General Hospital spoilers, the stakes have never been higher. Ava thinks about telling the truth. Willow struggles alone. Diane has awful news for Drew. Scott wonders about Obrecht's thoughts. Jocelyn worries about Carly. Sunny sets limits, and Dex must make a life-altering choice. Nina is naturally surprised when her friend admits she's considering coming clean because Ava has urged her to pray. Carly never finds out she's the one who told the SEC about her and Drew. At least to Willow, that is. Nina says, "The only thing I can do is tell Willow the truth." Will Ava endorse it or advise her not to? Willow's health is so precarious that she needs to remain in strict isolation at the hospital as she gets ready for her life-saving bone marrow transplant. She cries out over an intercom phone while lying in bed, "Don't let it happen again." But is she scolding Wiley or Michael in jest? Obrecht, who has come back to Port Charles barely in time to save Willow's life, approaches Scott hesitantly in the hospital hallway. Scott is hoping that she has changed her mind after breaking up with him after he defended Liz for deeds that indirectly resulted in the death of her daughter, Britt. He ponders, "I was wondering if you feel the same way." Diane delivers some terrible news to a dismayed Drew while they are both waiting. She cautions, "It's going to get worse before it gets better." And Jocelyn is concerned that her mother could run into further issues with the SEC if the probe drags on. She asks Carly, "Well, how long do they think this is going to take?" Sonny manages a crisis while seated at his desk in his office. He declares, "No one is leaving this room until we do that." But is this a family company or a commercial enterprise? Dex was able to record video of Sonny and Pikeman discussing carrying bombs through Port Charles. But he's now unsure whether or not to support Michael's idea to use it to eliminate the gangster permanently. "I only have two options here," he asserts, "but which of them is the best option?"